Hi, this is Matt, and the recording you're about to hear is from last October when Neil and I were hanging out in Eugene. This is part 3 from that trip that I completely forgot to post until now. It picks up from our last episode we released by catching up on what we got up to the last day or so that we were there, and also includes a bit of the more traditional format we used on our show with some random topics covered. Also wanted to note that we recorded this live on YouTube, so you might hear us refer to or talk to people in the chat throughout. We very much thank you again for your support over the years and hope you enjoy this last episode for real this time. And hopefully we'll figure out something we could do in the future, albeit a new format and show altogether. Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a podcast that no longer exists. My name is Matt, and with me is Neil.
Hey, Matt.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Mock.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
I feel it's weird because we haven't talked in a while.
No, it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
For anybody who's following along and maybe went in sequential order, I think what's going to end up happening on the release is you're going to get what we recorded first. Hold on. Hold on. Stay with me.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. I'm with you.
Probably the live thing we did yesterday, second, then this third. So there will be almost kind of a three-pot.
Three-pot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I like it.
So, and if you want to check out the live video and actually see us and you're listening to this podcast, go to youtube.com/halos and heathens.
Fucking do it.
Find that shit right there.
Bring it.
We had a lot of fun yesterday. Talked a lot about kind of, where things stood up to that point. Now we're going to kind of catch you up since that time. Right. That's where we're going to go. So we had a great fun recording on Saturday. God, that was just yesterday.
It was. It was less than 24 hours ago. We went live yesterday at 3:00.
Feels like it was longer than that.
Well, no, I guess it was 24 hours because we'd recorded the podcast first, right? And then went live? No, what the frick did we do? We recorded it on Friday.
I just said we reported. We recorded the podcast Friday.
Okay.
We did only the live thing yesterday.
Okay, gotcha.
But we did a little bit of Dark Angels.
A little bit of, yeah.
So
that's right. Why. That's right.
So that was the precursor, right?
That's where I'm all confused.
Go check that out. Dark Ages of Pretty Freaks, episode 285. You get a bit of me, a bit of Annalise.
No power.
Probably too much of Neil.
Yeah. It's weird because it starts with Matt and I, and then Annalise comes in.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, but it worked out. Okay. So, catching you up, if you've been listening in sequential order. Mm-hmm. So we yesterday, after we kind of wrapped up, we had quite a few drinks. We were ready to rock. Mm-hmm. Decided to go downtown Eugene to go to a couple different places. We decided on one from the Yelp review thing we did yesterday. I don't know that anybody
myself in the face.
You're struggling.
I'm not doing well over here, man.
I don't think we ever asked folks in the chat like which one we should do. We just read the Yelp reviews and then just decided on one.
And then moved on. Yeah.
So we decided to go to the Starlight Lounge.
Well, no, first we were going to go to the one across the street. Remember when we saw all the old people? They look like a bunch of Vietnam vets hanging out.
Right. I forgot it. What was the name of that place? I can't remember now.
Something dog?
Or no, Starlight was the one we went into first. It's not Starlight we ended up at. It's the other one.
No.
Yeah, the place we were at last night playing pool is not the Starlight Lounge. That was the first place we went into.
Oh, really? So where did we end up?
I don't remember the name of it now. Jamie's?
That's it. Jameson's.
Jameson's. Yeah.
You are correct.
So that's that place.
Which was next door to the poker place.
Well, poker was here. Mm-hmm. Can everybody follow along?
Right.
Poker was here. Starlight was next to that. And then further down the block, that direction.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't Jameson's. Maybe that was the one across the street. I think we're so fucking lost.
Yeah, we're so confused. Well, you know what? I will. You talk about wherever we're.
Okay.
No, we were at the Starlight.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, we went into this bar. So we the first place we went into was just dead. There wasn't a pool table. It was kind of disappointing. So we decided, okay, let's not go there. Then we started walking down the street. There's a bar across the street we looked at, and it didn't look great either. So we went to the corner, and there was a bar there. And I said, oh, look, there's the pool tables. Let's go in there.
Right.
So we decided to go into this place. And it is, you would say, what? You said 5 people in there? Maybe?
Yeah.
Tops.
Now,
granted, it's 5:30. So it's early.
Right. So Starlight was the one we walked into that didn't have the pool
and
tables.
Left.
Okay.
What's down the block from that?
I think Jameson's.
Is it Jameson's? That's not the one across the street? Okay.
So this whole time we've been talking shit about Starlight.
And it's not Starlight.
But it worked with the vampires.
It did. So yeah, what happened is, So we ended up going into this other bar. We walk in, we get drinks. We're going to go play some pool. There's 2 people playing pool. There's a couple people sitting down. And then the bartender, who's Mr. Chill Guy, who's just like, hey,
totally.
What's up, man? What do you want?
Totally.
So we got our beers and went over there. Neil confesses to me that he really doesn't understand the game of pool.
I don't get it
and
at all.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
It was Jameson's we were at.
Okay, it was Jameson's.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't understand how you don't get how pool
The
works.
mathematics of pool.
It's the angles?
No, I figured it out this morning.
Okay.
It's I don't understand the two spheres, how to get the angles off the spheres. Like I don't get the balls. It's if it was straight lines, I'd get it, but the balls are round. I don't know if you know this or not, but pool balls are round.
So if they were cubes, it would be easier for you.
Way easier
Sharp
for me
edges.
because that's why I go too far over because I'm looking at it as a flat plane versus the contact point on balls.
You over. Wow.
Very, very.
So you
narrow.
overcut it because you think you got to hit it way on that left side, and
Right.
you only really have to hit it more at like a 45-degree angle.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm always like, if you say hit it to the left, I'm going way left.
Yeah.
Where really you're like just left off center, not hit it to the left of the
Right.
ball.
Right. But you got better.
Left of center. I did. You're teaching me
My tutelage?
your tutelage, your little tutelage. Your tutelage was tickling me,
Yes.
and it helped a lot. And I did get better.
You started making a lot of shots. A
And
couple
like-
times I stopped and said, "Are you fucking with me?" 'Cause
Right.
You hit some really nice shots.
And then, as most things, you may have this experience. I know it happens for me. Like if I'm learning something new, I actually seem to learn a bunch more overnight to the next day, even more so maybe than I did in practical, because like I said, like I'm
Still
like,
running
oh, it's a
around
round
your
ball, this
brain.
blah 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 blah. So I think like if we went again and played, I'd be like, oh. But you were a very good teacher, very gentle,
Thank you.
very gentle.
Well, and the funny thing was this place was so dead, and I think we had 2 beers there, or 3. 3? Well, we're gonna get into
We're
that.
gonna get into that.
Because I remember going back up to the bar to get another round of beers, and the guy blew
Some
the
of us had a
keg.
beer and a half.
Some of us had maybe more than that. You
Right.
know, that's true. Good point. So what happened is we start playing pool, we're fucking around, and at some point, I guess, Neil decided he did not want to drink the rest of his beer, and we were going to leave. So I drank your beer.
Right.
Right. That was you asked me to drink your beer.
No, for sure. For sure. But I also think there that you
I think I took your "will you drink my beer" as an open invitation for the
rest of the
evening.
night. For sure. But we did, yeah, so there were 5 people in there. And the place had the feeling of like we were not supposed to be in there, even though there was nobody in there.
It was a front.
It felt to me, what is the Dusk to Dawn? Is that the movie?
Yep.
Felt to me, even though that bar was very crowded when they went in.
Right.
It felt to me like that bar, like we got in there and it was like, oh, this is a vampire bar.
Yes.
You guys are not supposed to be, but they were all like being polite. Like these humans don't know.
Right.
Just ignore them. Let them play their pool and they'll leave.
And I think they understood that we were not going to be there terribly long.
No, it was also 3:00 in the afternoon or 4:00 in the
It
afternoon.
was 5:30, and of course I made the mistake of walking up to the bar when I ordered the drinks and saying, "So can I get change from you for the pool table?" She's like, "Oh man, it's free till 9."
You're like, we'll be in bed by
All right.
9. Yeah.
Sweet.
And so there was a couple playing pool at the pool table next to us that their conversation was so awkward and stiff that it seemed like
They were not real humans.
I think this is what humans talk about. Like she kept saying he was shooting pool and she kept saying like, oh, so when you're done, we're going to go to Olive Garden, right? And he's like, yeah, we're going to go to Olive Garden. And then like 5 minutes would pass and she's like, I can't wait to get to Olive Garden.
Did
And
you
he's-
see the new episode of Friends?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't.
No,
that's
no.
not.
It was really weird, but it was almost like, look, just let him out of here. Leave him alone.
Yeah, they're gonna leave.
I have a
soon.
feeling like as soon as we left,
the door's locked.
everybody turned into bats.
Everything went crazy.
Blood just started pouring from the walls.
Well, and it had this weird vibe to it because the main entrance area was really dark, and then over by the pool tables was very red. It was like they had like crazy red lighting coming down, and the pool tables were red. The
Yes.
carpet was red. A lot of blood thing going on
Yeah.
there. So that was bizarre.
The bathrooms were awkward. There was no lock on the door.
No lock on the door because they don't want you to.
The bathroom said vacant no matter who was in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a reflection.
I didn't see anybody. Yeah. Yeah. The bar had a mirror behind it. You couldn't see anybody. We're like, is the bar empty? Are there people here?
So that was fun. And then we decided, you know what? Let's just go home. Let's go back to our place.
No.
No.
I said, I'm not getting the pool thing. You're like, you want to go play darts? Let's go play darts.
Sorry.
You're missing a whole.
Okay.
You don't want to talk about this part at all.
No.
So you're like, fine. Now, this is the point in the evening looking back where you definitely had a plan because you said, fine, let's go play darts. And it was very much like, fine, let's go play darts. I'm like, all right. And so you said, I think you said, I'm going to call an Uber. I'm going to have a smoke.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So call an Uber. Uber comes, hop in. We go to the place where we were last year.
Yes.
Max's Tavern.
New Max's Tavern.
Tavern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little bit different orientation inside. They moved where the dartboards.
Yes. Well, the dartboards used to be off the side wall. Now they're straight ahead. And then also not very many people there.
No.
Very, very.
But we walk in and you say, go get 2 beers. I'm going to go take a leak. And I'm like, all right, boss, got it. No problem getting 2 beers.
So demanding.
So I get the beers. We go there. We start playing darts.
We were playing for a while.
I played for a while. But as it went on, like, you kept drinking my beer.
Yes.
And I said, which was no big deal, but I'm like, hey, man, you're drinking my beer. And you were so checked out that you were like, oh, okay, yeah. And just kept drinking my beer. I'm like, all right. So then, like, I'd have a sip of yours. So then that beer would be empty, and then you would drink the other beer. I'm like, all right, go and get some more beer. And this whole thing went on for the
About
next
time.
wasn't. So we're playing darts. We're having fun.
Yes.
At some point, you decided that this game of darts was getting intense, and we needed a chest bump.
We did, yeah. It's a lot of chest bumps.
And then it got to the point where after every time we shot darts,
boom,
you were coming home.
Now, as an outside observer, because there were humans there, like you said, they're looking over, probably going, "Look at these old farts.
Look at these 2 old guys
who are playing darts. They're obviously drunk, and that guy keeps drinking his beer, and they're chest bumping.
and they're chest bumping.
What is going on?
And they're chest.
It's 6:45.
Yeah,
maybe it's 7:15 now. Who knows?
Who knows?
The night's really getting away from us.
So we played 4 games, tied 2-2.
Yep.
You said, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out in the back.
Yep. Go out there, meet some nice gentlemen sitting out there in the back.
You were hanging out. I was inside. I was just minding my own business, finally sipping on my own beer.
Exactly. You finally get to drink your beer.
I was just spaced out, having a good time.
We're having a conversation. These guys are real nice. They're like, hey, I'm from Colorado. I'm here. I'm this. I moved here. And that. We're doing the small talk. And all of a sudden, about, I don't know.
I at least said 40-year-old chest bumps at 6:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sweet. Yeah. Pretty sweet.
No wonder she doesn't come to this trip.
You can get in the middle of those chest bumps if you
gosh.
want. Oh, boy. Out, and I'll just go, I'm done. And I will just leave. I do that all the time. I'm just going to walk. I'm gone. Bye.
Right. Which is one of my big moves. I'm
Yes.
like, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm not going
I
to
don't
tell
say
anybody.
anything. No, I'm just out.
You know what it's called? It's called the Irish goodbye.
Right.
You just leave.
Right.
And so in kind of that same vein, I just decided, you know what? My mouth's not working as well, and I'm having a hard time conversing with these guys. So I'm just going to go inside, and we're going to go. So
and you've been out for like 10, 15 minutes.
Was it that long?
Oh, it was a while.
Okay.
Like enough that I was like shooting darts.
Working
and
on
then
your game.
stopped. Yeah, and then stopped and then had some beer
Stretching.
and like looked and waved at the bartender. I'm like, hey, walk around in circles, watch TV for a while. I'm like, all right, he's enjoying himself out there. No problem, I cleaned off the board. I cleaned off the whole table area.
Oh, that's right. They had the wet rag.
Yeah. So I was cleaning everything up.
Right.
I wanted to get it dry for when he came because I figured we had at least one more game.
Well, we had to
Tiebreaker.
decide the winner.
Tiebreaker.
Right. Or we didn't.
And then you came in.
And what did I say?
You said, let's go. And I'm like, what? And you're like, yeah, they're really nice people, but we have to go. Let's go now. And I'm like, wait, dude, what happened? I said, we have one more game. And you said, no. I'm like, okay. All right.
Fuck.
And then I'm like, dude, are you sure? Did something happen? Do we have to go out there? And you're like, no.
They're very nice people.
They're all very nice people. They're all very nice people, but we have to go. So you left. You walked outside. I brought the darts back up to the front. I closed out the bill and then went outside and got an Uber.
Got our Uber and headed out.
Oh, no. The other thing, too, was I said, do you want to go to dinner? Should we go back to the Wounded Dick to have dinner? And you're like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, dude, all I had today was a salad. I said, I'm hungry. And you're like, well, no, we just got to go. And I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. So we get in the cab, we get back here, and I'm like, well, I don't know how Taco Bell came. Did I bring up Taco Bell?
It always comes up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So decided Grubhub Taco Bell.
But now, did we ever work out if we had our deep conversations before the Taco Bell or after? I thought it was before.
I think what happened was we got back.
Had the Taco Bell, ate it.
No, we ordered the Taco Bell. You got the text.
Yeah.
And the whole thing started.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we ate our tacos.
While the whole thing was going on.
Yes. So the way we refer to last night is tacos and tears.
Now, right, tacos and tears. Now let's start. When we started the day yesterday, and we were we were out walking, we immediately started talking about suicide because my cousin committed suicide
and death.
We were talking about death, and as well as our own death and planning for retirement.
Right.
And that theme carried on throughout the whole.
And
it
came around because my cousin passed away, unfortunately, and I got a text message about it yesterday, and so that just opened the door for all sorts of emotions. Because then I started getting upset about that, and then it literally was like a tennis match of crying. It was like back and forth, like, well, then this happened to me, and this happened to me, and then it was like, and then someday this is gonna happen.
Right.
We're like premeditated tears over people who we haven't even lost yet. It got real emotional.
And we were also talking about how Annalise was concerned about when my mom dies and how that's going to be. So we got in a conversation about that, which of course talking about your mom,
right?
And so it was just ping pong.
Yeah,
just
kept going back and forth. The tears were flowing. At one point, you got up and you walked over with the Kleenex back. I'm sorry,
Kleenex.
I think you need this.
Yeah, it was funny. And
but then it switched back over. Then you're crying.
Yeah, then I'm crying. I'm like,
all the while eating tacos. Do you want to talk about your taco order?
Let's start. So my first time using Grubhub. I've used Uber Eats before. My first time using Grubhub. And so to order Taco Bell to order Taco Bell, they give you the Taco Bell menu and you actually order from the restaurant, and then the order gets fulfilled at the restaurant, and then the Grubhub person comes.
Right.
So
thank God, by the way, because if that Grubhub person had to make that order for you, that would have been embarrassing.
Yeah. So you wanted 6 soft tacos, no lettuce.
Yep. Standard.
And I'm like, cool. And I thought, okay, I wanted a couple soft tacos and a couple bean burritos. And then I wanted those crispy cinnamon twists.
But you really wanted fire sauce.
But I really wanted fire sauce. I got so confused by the menu that we ended up ordering. The line item kind of went like 6 soft tacos, no lettuce, 7 fire sauces, 6 bean burritos, then a box of 6 Dorito tacos,
oh my God,
6 soft tacos, 13 more fire sauces, and then 2 cinnamon crisps.
Yeah, it was 2 different line items, the amount of fire sauces he wanted. So clearly he just kept going hit button, hit button, hit button.
And so then it was like, okay, do I do this? And do you want a tip? Sure, tip. How much? Blah, blah, blah. Send, all done, go to. And I look at him like, $56. I'm like, how is it $56?
It was that much?
$56.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter. We would have spent more than that at the dick.
We're all very upset here. Anyway.
We're crying and there's tears. So then I get a call. And I ignore it, and then it calls back again because it's like a Michigan number.
Yeah,
and it was
that's right.
It was the girl who was delivering the Grubhub, and she's like, "Hey, I'm here. Where are you?" And I'm like, "Well, I put the room in, but because the hotel is kind of weird because we're in the back side of it.
Setup.
Yeah, we're on the back slide." And so went and I met her in the parking lot. And I'm like, hey, this is the first time I've used the app. I want to make sure you got your tip. And she's like, no, it's all good. I got it. That's fine. She's like, here. And she hands me a bag. And I'm like, cool. And I go to walk away. And she's like, sir, hold on. There's more. She pulls out another bag and then another bag. And I'm
3
like,
bags.
All right.
When you walked in with those things and I looked in the bag and just saw tacos lined up for fucking days, I was like, what did you get?
I still think they gave us more than actually ordered.
It was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food.
Yeah.
And then we sat on the bed.
Now, the best part is, before we got the tacos, I couldn't even wait. I reheated the pizza from Friday.
That's right. We kept the pizza from Friday night.
Oops.
Yeah, you ate that. And then we sat on the bed and cried and talked.
Cried
and
a lot.
Ate tacos. And listened to rap.
And listen to rap. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, so then we get up today, and Neil is constantly waking up earlier than I do. But he's very quiet, doesn't wants me to get my sleep, but I kind of was up and restless. And then I go, at some point I said, what time do we leave the bar? Like 10? And he looks at his Uber and he goes, 8:04.
Yeah. We were back here by like 8:15.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So those people outside, what must have been 7:30?
7:45 at the
we're
latest.
Like, they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
And you just drunk old guy.
Yeah, they're like, who is this guy? They probably were talking to each other going, he's nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
But we got to go.
We got to go. He's got to go.
He needs to go. Anyway, by the way, Courtney asked the question, did you guys make the beds, or are we staying for tonight again? Yes, we are staying tonight again.
I will be up very, very early to head home.
But Neil did make the beds.
I pre-make, as Annalise knows, I kind of pre-make the bed before.
Right.
I do tidy up the room before we go out.
You do. You keep a nice tidy room because what we were joking about earlier today is that whenever I go on one of these trips, guys' trips or whatever, my suitcase looks like somebody just exploded the whole thing all over the room, and it's just shit everywhere. I was like underwear over there.
I was stepping over a pair of underwear the whole morning, and I'm like, I wonder if Matt thinks these are mine. And then I realized, oh no, he just doesn't care.
Just not going to get them.
That's fine.
And eventually I'm like, I should probably try to, put this together a little bit better. But your stuff is all clean and nice. Meanwhile, my shit's everywhere. So
I'm like,
then you run into the problem. It's like, are these clean? Are these clean?
Right.
Sniff test.
Sniff in the undies.
Yeah. So then this morning we kind of lollygagged around in our room for a while, watched some NFL, and then we went to the duck shop.
That's right.
Got some shirts for my sons.
Yeah, that's right.
Got a hat for myself.
Right. Which I really enjoy how big your kids. I don't even know what kids look like.
Sure.
And so you're like,
I don't even know what kids look like.
You're holding up the shirt, and I'm like, that looks tiny.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, dude, he's not that old.
He's 8 years old.
I'm
of course it's tiny.
I'm like, I don't know, man. That looks small.
I think it's going to work in the end. They're going to be excited about it. And then what else did we do? Then we just came back.
Yeah,
right?
we took a walk around.
Went to the Wild Dick.
Did go to the Wild Dick.
The Wounded Dick.
Wounded Dick. And yeah.
You saw some of the best hair in Eugene that you've seen.
Oh, that's right. See, I'm glad you reminded me about that.
So, because the one guy, they were all kind of old.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And the one guy's hair was
easily 60s.
The one guy's hair looked like
one woman, two men.
It was a full-on mullet because it was like if you just saw him from the front, you wouldn't know.
The one guy was taller, much older, wearing a yellow duck shirt, black sweatpants that looked like they hadn't been washed in God knows how long.
Oh yeah, like old cotton sweatpants.
And then the other guy had, oh my God, it was it was like almost like a Steve Perry mullet.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, but lighter brown color.
But it was done so well that from the back it did look like traditional girl's hair.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when he made that turn and you saw you were like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What is going on there?
You pointed him out, and then I looked at it and I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just, it has long hair. I wasn't sure what it was.
And the two guys sat on one side and the woman sat on the other. And I'm like, she owns them.
Totally.
They're both her cucks. That she's got this dialed in.
Cucks. Yeah. So that catches you up, I think. Yeah. Did we leave anything out?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask you this.
It's been.
I thought we would get into some of our older type segments that we've done on the show before. Make this more of kind of an old school Reasons Are Separate show. So I thought we'd do that. So let's first go.
Let's do it.
To the tech desk.
Okay. Do, 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 do. That's actually, I think that's John Lovett's gay news.
It might be.
Yeah.
So this was sent to us by Mike Laybourne. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
So, ready? A police robot.
Uh-oh.
Told a woman to go away after she tried to report a violent brawl breaking out nearby, then trundled off while singing a song.
Go away. Hold on. It's been 1 week.
This is the name of the gal. Kogo Guabara rushed over to the motorized police officer and pushed its emergency alert button on seeing the brawl break out in Salt Lake Park, Los Angeles last month. But instead of offering assistance, the egg-shaped robot, I meant to show you the picture of this, but it looks like the old, whose official name is HP Robocop, barked at Guabara to step out of the way. To add insult to injury, the high-tech device then rolled away while humming an, quote, intergalactic tune. What does that mean?
Intergalactic, planetary,
That's all you can think of.
Intergalactic.
Pausing periodically to say, please keep the park clean.
There's a fight. Someone's going to get hurt. Back off, lady.
Back off. And by the way, clean up your litter.
Drop your weapon.
Police say the robot is still in its test phase. You think?
Mm-hmm.
But will ultimately have its alert button connected to their dispatch center. Seems like maybe you'd want to do that earlier than later.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to unleash that onto the public and they're going to think that thing's going to help. Let's see. It just kept ringing and ringing. And I kept pushing and pushing. The concerned bystander thought the 5-foot-tall robot might have needed to see her face before it began to work. So she crouched down in front of its camera. But the egg-shaped device still didn't work, forcing Guabara to call 911 on her phone instead. Officers from the Huntington Park Police Department, cops, finally, I think that's a misnomer there, finally arrived 15 minutes later after the row had ended.
After people were beat to death.
Exactly. It left one woman with a bad head wound, which saw her stretchered into a self-driving ambulance. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Also egg-shaped and crashed.
Drove incredibly slow.
Yeah.
And taken to the hospital for emergency treatment. And then it said local police chief Cosme Lozano says the robots, which cost between $60,000 to $70,000 a year to lease, are still in a trial phase, and that law enforcement have not yet started advertising the robots' crime-fighting activities.
It's got to suck that if you're paying a robot about as much as you'd actually pay a law enforcement officer.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you have this thing out in public? Like, there needs to be a better way to do some trials with that.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't have that functionality built in.
I'm thinking like a mall where it can just answer questions for a while and you can kind of test it.
What's the harm in it having already been set up to the dispatch? Is it because somebody's going to just go up and funnily, like, you know?
Well, even if it does, you know, you then you have an officer, even if it's in plain clothes, in that area for the trial phase. And, they, you know, they're like, oh,
one would think.
PP went, yeah.
Yeah, you would think so. Anyway. Oh, by the way, it said, hold on. It said, other versions of the same model have previously hit the headlines after one fell into a fountain in Washington, D.C. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
That's embarrassing. And a third HP RoboCop struck a child while patrolling a mall in California, Silicon Valley. Jesus, how are these things still out there?
Just like kid
Struck
just
a
gets
child?
run over by an egg.
Fuck, man.
Hey, they weeble, they wobble, but they don't fall down.
Step away from the water fountain. Bap.
Oh, that's too good.
I got another one.
All right.
Sex robots. Here we go.
Okay. Auto blow.
Plagued with coding errors, could be prone to violent behaviors, including strangling and expert. Oh, excuse me.
They're expert stranglers.
Including strangling an expert has warned.
That's funny.
I missed the comma there. By the way, I meant to say off the top of the show, some of these things I found over the past couple months, so these might be old news bits, but it's just stuff that I threw on our list for, you know, to discuss. Doll collector Brick Dollbanger.
Oh, God.
Greatest name ever?
I like that.
Brick Dollbanger. What's your name? Dollbanger.
Dollbanger.
Fears violent repercussions if robotics are not regulated properly. He believes a simple coding error could turn AI girlfriends against their owners if they are equipped with free will.
Could you imagine? You're like, hey, I'm feeling a little frisky tonight. Let's get this on. And they're like, nope.
Well,
we got to go. Very nice people. We have to go.
Well, the funny thing is, this guy's a doll collector. I guess maybe just more the non-AI versions, because he's very concerned about this stuff. Yeah. The guy goes by Dollbanger. So anyway, Brick goes on to say, it scares me to death. It's a machine, and it's always going to be a machine. If you've watched the movies Ex Machina, because I honestly believe synthetics are going to look very similar to that movie. It's what do you say? It's not going to be something you can hit with a pipe, and it's gonna gonna fall apart. Damn it! Quote: I've always said, Brick Dollbanger.
Been bringing it.
If it's one person who's been saying this,
first grade,
it's Brick Dollbanger.
First grade, he was saying it. Yeah.
I have always said when a synthetic can support itself, that synthetic is going to be much stronger than a normal human. It's going to be more durable. Instead of having bones, it's going to have high impact plastic or aluminum frame. It's going to be very strong, and it won't get tired. It won't stop unless it runs out of an energy supply. This is almost like verbatim, like Kyle Reese to Sarah Connor. Like, it will not stop until you have an orgasm.
Are you Sedekana?
Unless, quote, he keeps going, unless you can stop it with some kind of projectile, like a gun or something like that. If this thing got out of control, it could do some serious damage.
Oh.
And then he added, quote, one line of bad code, as simple as that, one line of bad code. You know, for a guy who plies his trade,
yeah,
in sex bots,
they're so dangerous. They say it's a knife collector. You're like, what are you doing?
It doesn't make any sense. By the way, he goes on.
Oh, I can only hope.
Quote, if you make one mistake and you have a line of bad code, you have a line of bad code in there, and it hits this line of bad code. Does he know how programming works?
Yes.
Depending on what it's doing or where it's at, or numerous other instances, it could just decide that this is what it's supposed to do. This guy is fucking out of stream of consciousness.
Does he think code is like a record? Like it goes around and then it finally hits that code.
And then it's over.
Then it's
done.
Then
it's like all
done.
bets are off. Quote, it's been programmed, and more than likely, it's going to be answering to a cloud server of some kind to get updated to have any kind of work done on AI itself. It will have to link to the server. What is this guy talking about? He's just spewing things.
And then
It's like he went to a conference and heard a bunch of terms and he's just throwing them all out.
what if you mix the chocolate chips in the batter before the butter? What do you do then? You're like,
It has
what?
nothing to do with it, Brick Dollbanger.
Brick Dollbanger.
Quote, and it wouldn't stop until those things occurred. Put it this way. It can put its arms around your neck and just stop you from breathing. And you wouldn't be able to get away from it. Something as simple as that. A simple hug could be a constriction that could literally compress your chest and airway and stop your breathing.
Wow.
My God, Brick. It can keep the constriction going until you stop breathing. He
Did Brick
repeated.
walk in and go, hey, all nice people, but I got to go?
No shit. This guy is fucking Looney Tunes.
Brick has got issues.
Oh my God.
Brick.
I'm worried about Brick.
Brick is worried about everything else.
Well, he's more paranoid than I am when it comes to the bots.
Yeah, but I think Brick is trying to like create these bots.
Oh,
and he's upset. Yeah, he's upset because his one battle line of code didn't work.
It's that one line. Once it gets to that one line.
He created the egg that went into the fountain, and he's like, doesn't understand what happened.
You're cruising along, everything's fine. It keeps skipping over that line. The next, it finds
Let's
that
just
line.
find that line,
Oh,
and it's
fucked.
done.
Yeah, it's all about that
It's
one
all
line
zeros
of
and
bad code.
ones.
One line
It's
of bad
all zero
code,
and
and it's
ones.
all over. Let's go to the sports desk.
Beep, 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 beep. Gay news.
Do you know what spike ball is?
Spike ball. No, but I could guess.
So I stumbled upon. Oh, go ahead and guess.
It's like roller ball, but the ball is actually spiked.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
That's not right.
No.
Spike ball. So I came across this on ESPN 8,
Ocho.
the Ocho, one night, which is actually kind of a thing, like sort of exists.
Right.
College championships of spike ball was on.
College.
Right. So this is serious enough that colleges are participating in it.
Okay.
and
This
it's
is
a thing.
legit.
I assume that they do not have scholarships for these players,
You never know.
but you don't know. It's a combination of volleyball
Okay.
and foursquare and maybe like 1980s aerobics.
Okay. All right. Are there steps involved?
Well, so here's the thing. The ball is about the size of like a cantaloupe.
Okay.
I don't know what it's made of. I don't know if it's like a hard
Brains.
rubber
Sure.
or a wood or what it's made of. But so what you have is 4 people, 2 on each side,
Okay.
two team members, but you can kind of maneuver around. It's one of those little trampolines that's like the 80s aerobics trampolines. That you used to
okay.
have the little personal
The
trampolines.
little round bouncy
Yeah,
ones?
It's like
Okay.
that. It looks like that. And you fucking hammer the ball, and when you hit the surface, when it bounces up, the other team has 3 hits to put it back on that surface, or if it hits the ground or they don't get it in 3 shots, it's a point.
Now, can the people be on the trampolines, or is
No.
it only for the ball?
Just the ball.
Oh.
And so they're doing like little like bumps at spike shit and all that
Right.
stuff and kind of trying to like.
And they got to hit the trampoline
They got to hit the trampoline.
over a net.
No, the trampoline
No.
is in the middle and they're just rotating around it. Like they're all.
Oh.
Yes. And so.
Like a campfire.
Kind of.
All right.
And so they just smash it and then.
Duck, duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose. Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Duck, duck, duck.
Goose.
So they do that, and then the other team has to be like fucking Johnny on the spot and ready to like slap it back into play and smack
Or
it back the other way.
Janice.
Or Janice, or a girl. So they had the college championships of this. I think like Alabama beat Texas A&M or something for the championship. Oh, I thought this was so bizarre. So then of course it becomes.
It
one of
wasn't
those-
Georgia, South Carolina.
No, it wasn't Georgia, South Carolina. So it was one of those things too where you start to get into like when you see something and then that you've never were aware of before,
Right.
And then all of a sudden you notice it.
Right.
I'm driving by the softball field, by the middle school, by my house, and I look over and these motherfuckers are out there playing spike ball.
Seriously.
And I'm like, where did this come from?
That's
This
crazy.
is a thing now. People are all over this thing.
I got to check it out.
It's bizarre, and it led me to this. I'm going to open up this link.
Do the teams have names? Are they like would it be like Roll Tide, but really it's like Roll Spike Ball or?
No, I think it's the regular team names. I think you're
Okay.
just the Crimson Tide.
Okay.
But I'm going to open this link up because I
Crimson Tide.
wanted to
Or
read you a
Janice.
slight list, or Janice.
Hold on. Annalise just chimed into the chat room. NASCAR's on. You guys are
Bye,
boring.
guys.
Yeah, bye, guys.
Have fun.
Talladega.
See you later. So this is the list of stuff that I saw this. This was 2 months ago now, but it was the Ocho and the programming that they had on. They had like a 24-hour deal of crazy programming. And so it started with the Spike Ball Championships.
Okay.
Then it went to, hold on, let me scroll here.
We go to like street hockey, roller hockey.
Big Buck World Championship 11. Big Buck, like the fucking the fucking shooter game where you're shooting like an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so there's that. World Lumberjack Championship, which is fine. Like,
that's
we get
cool.
that.
I actually like watching that.
World Axe Throwing Championship,
Fair
sure.
enough. We saw some of that last night.
We did. That's true. Good point.
While we were crying.
Well, in between tears, we saw that. The Las Vegas Highland Games, which has a whole crazy bit of shit going on.
Okay.
The National Stone Skipping Competition.
No.
Yeah.
For real?
51st.
The 51st.
This shit's been going on forever.
Longer than we've been alive.
Yeah. Since the 60s.
They've had a championship for it.
Fucking skip that rock. Yeah.
Do you think they have like full, like they wear gear with it?
Oh,
like,
God, I hope so.
with the full like advertisement?
Well, and here you go. I just
Bob Stone and masonry work?
I hope so.
Yeah.
The world record is how many skips? You want to guess?
15.
88.
No.
88 skips set by Kurt Mountain Man Steiner.
88.
88 skips. Pretty impressive.
You throwing it downhill? Is the water going downhill?
The water's going downhill. That is impressive. It is impressive. Then you had best.
Do you think they polish like their own stones and stuff?
I don't know that you can do that. I feel like you got to just use whatever's there. You
Just
should be able to use some custom fucking skipper, right?
I think it's the other way.
I think you walk up to this seashore and you grab whatever they got and fucking let it rip. And maybe you only have 10 seconds to find a good stone.
False start. That's part of it, right?
Yeah, you only got a minute to get it.
They do like an inverted thing, so like the person in last place gets to look for the stones first.
That's right. It's
pretty good.
Exactly. Last place goes first.
No, I have a feeling that I bet it's like they get to pick. They get to. It's probably not even a stone.
Oh, you think it's like some special device?
I bet it's acrylic or something. Yeah,
acrylic.
It's an acrylic disc.
I'll have to look into that, but it doesn't mention that. It doesn't say anything about what the actual object is they're skipping. I just assumed it was a stone they found on the side of the fucking.
Annalise is giving NASCAR updates.
Oh my God, it's that bad, is it? Best of chess boxing, which I think I talked about when you were gone.
What?
Chess boxing. I think I talked about this while you were gone. We've talked about this sport before. I think I had a guest host on.
Okay.
It might have been Cha from the
Chest
social.
boxing.
Chess.
So
here's what happens. You box, and then fucking ding ding, get in the ring and fucking start playing chess. And then back to boxing.
What?
Yes, you go back and forth.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Do you get to take your gloves off while you play chess?
You do. I believe so. I think it says, yeah.
Or maybe you tell someone else the move.
No, you do. You're doing your own chess playing. You're in the ring in the middle doing it. Yeah, that's cheating. That's cheating.
So do you box around the chess board?
No, they take it out of the ring. Then you box, and they put it back in the ring when you're done. Then they go round by round.
Wow.
It's batshit crazy. Professional arm wrestling, of course. American E-Kart Championship. Ooh.
E-Kart.
E-Kart. So that is
electric.
It's a
electric shopping cart?
Electronic powered carts can reach speeds up to 50 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh, e-kart. So I'm guessing like what are they like go-karts, but they're electric. Oh, right. Okay. I was thinking e-kart. I was thinking like at Target, like if you go and you're like, I ordered my stuff and they bring it out to you, the e-kart.
No, it's not like that. Okay. Moxie Games 3 Jugglers Under Attack.
What?
So this says, think outside the box. Like
this was at Jameson's last night.
It should have been like playing table tennis with your head, and you'll arrive at the Moxie Games, held annually as part of the SkillCon in Las Vegas. Events televised this year include lightsaber fencing, headis, whatever that is, combat juggling, and a ball and net game called Zone Ball.
Okay.
Fun. Dodge Juggle, Revenge of the Dodgeballs. I guess you're juggling while people are throwing dodgeballs at you.
Oh my God.
So people are fucking chucking rubber balls at you while you juggle.
This is so insane.
U.S. Pizza Team Acrobatic Trials.
Pizza Team?
I don't even know. What does this say? I don't even know how to describe this.
It doesn't even make sense.
You're tossing pizza.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're tossing pizzas and making pizzas while doing acrobatics. This is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the 46th annual Cherry Pit Spitting Competition, sure.
Okay, that makes sense.
Putt golf, sure. Golden Tee, right. School bus figure eight.
Golden Tate grabs.
Golden Tate grabs, yeah. That's right. School bus figure eight.
Huh?
They go a fucking racetrack like this and fucking collisions in the middle.
With school buses.
School buses. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not safe.
No.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Tetris.
Okay.
Marble runs. I don't know what that is. Lawnmower racing. There you go.
Okay.
And Stupid Robot Fighting League.
Stupid rope. What does that mean? Like
The chairman of the committee is Brick Dahlbanger.
stupid.
It's you get like things that you get bits and you have to put them together and make robots out of
Yeah.
it, and then you try to destroy the other person's robot.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So this is the kind of stuff you find on the Ocho. There's the Electricians National Championship. I'm not going to get into that.
Nope.
World Sign Spinning Championships. Slippery Stairs. There you go.
Oh God.
You got to fucking go upstairs that are just
They're
fucking
just-
caked and shit.
Oh my God.
Cornhole Cup. There you go, Courtney.
Okay.
It's a sport.
There you go.
And then finally dodgeball. So there you go. Those are your events. I just thought that
It's
was kinda
hilarious when cornhole and dodgeball are the most legitimate sports.
funny. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's legit.
Yeah. You're like,
I've
that's,
seen people play
yeah,
that.
I
I've
can
played
do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Exactly. Let's go to the news desk. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's do a little local-ish news
Loco.
story. It's from Portland. This happened. I think this was September. Maybe it was August.
Portland, Oregon.
That is correct. Sorry, I'm burping all over the place because of my beers. I need to get another beer.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I'll do it in a second. Let me
Okay.
read this first. A 49-year-old man.
Well, here, I'll let you read while I'll get beers
Perfect.
because I can hear you.
A 49-year-old man who had a falling out with a friend was sentenced Tuesday to 3 years of probation for filling a plastic toolbox with dog feces and setting it to explode when his former friend opened it.
Jesus.
So it says Rob Alexander Stout told a judge
Rob Stout.
that he
Old Bobby Stout.
it made me think of Steve Holt.
Steve Holt.
Rob Stout told a judge that he went to a wrecking yard, retrieved an old airbag, and packed it into a toolbox with dog droppings covering it. Quote,
Dog droppings.
droppings. They're just droppings. They're just dropping it. So, quote, so when it was open, this is a bad quote.
All right.
When it was opened, it would just blow the dog crap on him. Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
Police say Stout set the device on the back of his former friend's Camaro. Did you see the Camaro out front?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, next to you.
Yeah. Did you see? Did you see what the license plate says?
No. What did it say?
It says like "Be chill" or "Be chillin'" or something like that.
That's great. Didn't say Joe Dirt.
No, I did not. So blah 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 in April, and that when his friend fell for the trap, quote, it exploded with such force that it sounded like an M80 going off, and the dog's scat was blown out of the toolbox. The friend wasn't injured.
That's
God.
hilarious.
Tuesday, when Judge Edward Jones asked Stout why he did it, Stout explained that he believed his friend was holding on to some of his tools and wasn't going to give them back.
Oh God.
That's totally fair. You know what? You're not going to give me my tools back. I'm going to blow shit all in your face. He said, quote, I guess the right way would have been to get a police officer involved. But you can see my history. I'm not psyched where I'm calling cops, unfortunately. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Stout has 14 previous convictions.
14.
10 felonies and 4 misdemeanors, including dealing or manufacturing illegal drugs and attempting to elude police. Quote, so I took it upon myself, rather than be violent like I could have been. You know, on the street, that's the way a lot of stuff is handled.
Oh Jesus.
On the street.
On the streets. I'm keeping it real.
Because I'm Rob. Stout said he and his friend used to make similar explosive devices together for fun, and that there's 1,000 of these videos of people doing the same thing. Stout said he wasn't trying to hide the fact that he made the toolbox device, and he didn't think of it as a crime. But what do you think the judge said?
I think I call shit on that.
Right. The quote was, "It was just made." So he said, "It was just made to hurt his ego and give me my stuff back, like a wake up call."
Okay, hold on. I know I have a wake up call coming tomorrow morning. The alarm's gonna go off.
Shit everywhere.
You're just standing
You're
there.
gonna take a shower. It's fine.
You're gonna be standing there 15 minutes.
Wake up,
handful of
motherfucker!
shit. The alarm goes off and just splat.
Time to hit the road, bitch. Yeah. The judge said that despite what Stout thought, people do go to prison for building devices to explode on other people. Quote, we just can't have that.
We just can't have that. That's some shit.
It's bad. And Stout pleaded guilty to unlawful manufacture of a destructive device. Police who searched Stout's home in April also found a short-barreled shotgun and methamphetamine.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Friday, Stout also pleaded guilty to related charges that included being a felon in possession of a firearm and delivery of meth, since he possessed enough of the drug to reach the threshold for that crime. He told the judge that he had the shotgun for protection because he lives in a crime-ridden neighborhood in outer East Portland.
Okay.
He said he had the meth because he'd relapsed after losing his job and he's feeling his prospects were pretty grim.
All right.
Prior to that, he'd been clean for years. This is depressing.
It is very depressing. So does he bartend at the Jameson on the weekends?
He might. It might have been that guy. Quote, with 14 priors on my record, I don't look real good on the application process.
I like how he knows it, though. He's like, listen,
Totally keeping it real.
I'm just going to be honest.
Why would they, he goes on, why would they pick someone with no driver's license, terrible driving history, and 14 priors to employ over somebody who doesn't have all that stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Why?
But hey, I'm very employable. I've got a lot of skills. I just don't look good on paper.
Look, I can build a shit bomb.
I just don't look good on paper. Right. That's the end of it. That's the limit.
You need a shit bomb?
You need to work on your marketing skills, Rob.
I can build a shit bomb.
I can build a shit bomb. You got a shit bomb? Is there a shit bomb building business?
He could have been on what's that show? Trailer Park Boys.
That's right. The judge responded that Stout's meth use made him an even less desirable job candidate to prospective employers. And he said, and Stout agreed. I got you.
I get you.
Finally, he says, defense attorney Peyton Lee said Stout is motivated to stay on the right track because of his 11-year-old daughter who lives with him.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Who do you think got the shit?
Good call.
Right?
She had to go around and collect those droppings.
That's right.
Stout also said he was ultimately able to find a new job fixing RVs. He starts Wednesday.
Oh.
Does he? Are you sure he's going to start Wednesday? After this, I don't know that he's going to start Wednesday.
What do you mean by fixing RVs? Is he stealing RVs? Is that what we're calling it now?
Fixing.
Yeah. I'm fixing RVs.
Oh, fuck. I just thought that was
I
hilarious.
am an RV fixer.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be a good business card to make. How's the chat doing?
Chat's good. My Stupid Mouth podcast said that's a shitty friend.
That is a shitty friend. Good call, Casey.
Casey.
So I'm going to talk about the IG Nobel Prizes. Remember this?
Yes.
So for those who don't remember
like I
this,
pause. I'm like, do I remember this?
we covered this last year. It's called the
test?
IG Nobel Prize. It's 2019 IG Nobel Prizes. And so they're awarded for achievements that make you laugh, then think.
Right.
So last year's winners included such things as for reproductive medicine, for using postage stamps to test whether the male sexual organ is functioning properly.
Mm-hmm.
In the study quoted as nocturnal penile tumescence monitoring with stamps. And also the medical education prize for the report Colonoscopy in a Sitting Position, Lessons Learned from a Self-Colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
Was this written by the guy who did my fucking snip snip?
Is that, really?
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
The guy who did his own.
That's right.
So see, fucking do it yourself if you want to get it done right.
That's right.
Maybe Brick could do it. Anyway, for this year, I want to run through the winners. You ready?
Yeah.
Medicine prize for collecting evidence that pizza might protect against illness and death if the pizza is made and eaten in Italy.
Wow. Okay.
Why so specific?
So if you go to Italy
Mm-hmm.
and eat a pizza that's made there, it would be really weird to go to Italy and like, I'd like some pizza. And they're like, yeah, you can. This is made in France.
Right, exactly.
You're like, okay, that's
You're not
odd.
going to get
No.
then it's not going to work.
But if you go and you have a true Italian pizza,
It's going to
made in
protect you
Italy,
against death.
we
Do you
should
think
have.
that's right?
We have a list of people that should have went to Italy
From last night,
Yes.
from our cry session. The medical education prize for using a simple animal training technique called, quote, clicker training, which you're familiar
Oh
with,
yes.
to train surgeons to perform orthopedic surgery. What? How is that going to work?
Click, click.
Like they were just about to get in there and fuck something up. And you're like, click, click.
Click,
Oh,
click.
yeah. Oh, right,
no,
right,
I'm
right,
good.
right.
I'm good. But then, people have used clicker training for dogs for years, but there's times like they're talking to their friend and like, they look and they're like, damn, the dog's eating horse crap again. Click, 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 click. So if they get distracted and the surgeon's like
Right.
snip, snip,
You
and it's
gotta
like,
be on
I
it.
guess I'm doing well. I just freaking making spaghetti here.
Now you're employing, making spaghetti.
Yeah.
Now you're employing somebody to just sit there and do the clicks.
Yeah.
How often are you doing the click? Like you just see their mind start to wander, go, no,
Yeah.
click, click, click.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Back
what
to the
if-
surgery.
Or what if they're just messing with her? Like, click. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. The click was my bad. It's like taking a hearing test where you're like, I think I'm here. I'm just pressing that button.
Right.
So they're just like, click, click, click,
This
click.
is not a good plan. Biology prize for discovering that dead magnetized cockroaches.
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 No,
Cockroaches.
I like the cockroaches.
I think it was cockroaches.
I'm gonna get my cockroach today.
Yo, you got any cockroaches?
Man, I'm dating this girl. She's a total cockroacher.
Oh, man. We haven't even had that many beers today. Dead magnetized cockroaches behave differently than living magnetized cockroaches.
The gays have the
what
best
the fuck is up with
cockroaches.
these stories?
I-
Why would you do that study?
I don't.
I find that if it's dead, it acts just the same as a live one.
Yeah.
Sweet. Great study.
Yeah.
Makes you laugh then think. More like makes you laugh and go, what the
What
fuck
are
are
you
they wasting
doing?
their time with?
Yeah. Well, you know,
Man, we're so specific with this.
it's so.
Why is it just that exact thing? It's not so general. It's very, very specific. It makes me think about when you're trying to have a child
Uh-huh.
and your wife or lady friend or whatever is like, so
Wife or lady friend or whatever. I mean, it could just be some random woman
Whoever.
that
Could
wants
be.
to get pregnant.
Exactly.
You don't know.
You have no idea. At this point, we don't know.
You're involved and you just don't know.
No. And so if you
Now, for you, was it a wife, a lady friend, or a whatever?
it was a wife,
All three?
a lady friend,
And whatever.
a lover. It was all those things. But they sometimes, you start getting into stuff like keeping your balls at a certain temperature. Because if you overheat your balls, if your balls are constantly in a state of being overly warm, that
Right.
fucks up your sperm count.
Okay.
So maybe this plays into this.
I always check my scrotal temperature.
You
My
should.
hands are always down my pants. I think it drives on Elise
I don't
nuts.
think you're testing your temperature though.
I'm just pinching and rolling.
You're testing
all,
something else.
all day, right before I cook.
Oh,
Pinch
that's
and roll.
not true, Mr. Clean Guy. Chemistry prize for estimating the total saliva volume produced per day by a typical 5-year-old child. What?
That is gross.
It's disgusting.
That is gross.
The things you would have to do to test that make me want to vomit because I've
I
been
always
around.
want to know, did you keep your scrotum at a even keeled temperature?
Well, so put it this way: there was a time where I had an office
Hey man,
in our
put
basement.
Put it any way
wherever
you want. Yeah.
I worked worked from home in our basement, and it was a little chilly down there, so I had a space heater, and there
To
was
keep the brothers warm?
to keep my body warm, not the brothers, just my
okay.
body warm. And at one point, I believe lady friend was like, maybe can we not do the space heater for a while?
Really?
Yeah, well, because we're trying to get it pregnant, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get those fucking kids going.
You're liking him now. I'm cold.
Engineering prize for inventing a diaper changing machine for use on human infants. Whoa, boy.
No, that's not a good idea.
That is a terrible idea.
You
We
can-
just talked about how they're going to squeeze the life out of things.
Yeah, I mean, 1%, right? If you get something right 99% of the time, man, you're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot do that with babies in
No,
a diaper baking machine. And sadly, shit happens, and unfortunately, babies die.
And frankly,
Hey, you're a baby. You might die.
you might die.
You might
That's what I
die.
said. That's the first thing I said to my kids. You're a baby.
That's how our
might die.
conversation started last night. You know any babies? They might die.
They might die. Who knows?
But if it dies because of a diaper implanting machine,
Yeah,
implementation machine,
Whatever. Implantating.
dimple machine,
Yes.
that would not. How do you? Oh, you guys just had a baby. Just tears, like, oh, we lost. Oh, what happened?
Oh, well,
our diaper machine
changing
ate it.
machine.
Yeah, we have like
God.
3 parts of a baby now.
Our diaper changing machine accidentally re-swaddled the dirty diaper and threw our baby in the trash can.
Yeah, it was not
Oops.
it was not good. And then that
Missed
freaking
out.
egg robot freaking incinerated it.
Economics prize for testing. For testing which country's paper money is best at transmitting dangerous bacteria.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? Which
Shithole countries for sure.
one of those shithole countries.
Yeah.
Peace prize for trying to measure. Now this is the peace prize for trying to measure the pleasurability of scratching an itch.
Oh,
I don't know what I think about that study.
but when you have
Don't you feel like
An
there's times
itch.
where you scratch an itch? Well, there's great relief, but I have often thought there's times where you have to go pee so bad, more so
It's-
than the itch and the relief of the itch.
Yeah.
You have to go pee so bad, it's better than an orgasm sometimes when you fucking
absolutely.
unload. You're just like, it is the greatest feeling in the world.
And for somebody like me who needs to pee a lot, it's a big deal.
Yeah, right.
No.
Exactly. So, 2 more. Psychology prize for discovering that holding a pen in one's mouth makes one smile, which makes one happier, and for then discovering that it does not.
Oops, no, never mind.
Like they're going along, they're like, this is working. Oh, fuck.
They're looking at people, they're like, put the pen in your mouth, please. Everything's good.
Are you happy?
Everything's good. Then they all can, fuck you. Oh, okay.
Damn it. I
Did
thought we
not
had it.
work.
I thought
Never
we had it.
mind.
You know what? Let's submit it anyway.
Yeah.
We might win. And they
Hey,
did.
Tim, how's that baby folding machine? I mean, diaper machine going?
Put a pen in your mouth. You'll feel better.
Yeah. Put a pen in the baby's mouth or the parent's mouth.
Or the robot's mouth.
Yeah.
Who knows? Finally, the psychics prize. Psychics. Let me try again.
Don't tell me it's physics.
Physics.
Oh my God. the psychics
I
prize.
looked at it and saw. Apparently, I just turned dyslexic. I saw the S go over on this side of the Y, and I was like, "Oh, it's the psychics
prize.
Psychics prize." Oh my god. Okay, I'm glad you guessed it. The physics prize for studying how and why wombats make a cube-shaped poo.
Oh, I didn't know they did.
But why? Again, why are we studying this shit, man?
Well, I'd want to know.
I guess so.
If your kid pooped a cube, wouldn't you want to know why?
Not a wombat,
You're like,
though.
I'm impressed. Well, I mean, I'd prefer
Wombats are people too. No, they're not.
Wombat.
People.
No,
They're
people.
not people too.
But wombats are awesome.
Okay. All right.
This shit's a cube.
It doesn't matter.
No.
I guess they'd stack up nicely. You could fit them in.
You can put them in your bomb really well.
Oh God. I have one more bit, unless you got something else you want to talk about.
No,
Sure?
freaking bring it. Yeah.
All right, let's do one. We did a Yelp desk yesterday on the live show for
Yep.
where we should go out.
Yep. And I did a Yelp review of everywhere we've been. I have to do the Wounded Dick.
I know, it's amazing.
I did
you
a
do these
TripAdvisor
reviews.
review too.
That's impressive. You're like the guy who uses Waze,
Yeah.
who like goes car on the side of the road.
Constantly. That's the only reason I use Waze.
So you can help.
I'm not into Waze anymore. We should have a conversation about this. I'm done with Waze.
Okay. I always use just the regular
Google Maps.
whatever map thing is.
Google Maps is working better now than Waze, man. Waze used to be the shit. Now Waze ain't shit.
Yeah, it's the old Waze.
Waze is cubed. Cube shit.
Cube shit.
Yeah.
Wombat shit.
Wombat.
Yelp desk, really
At
quickly.
least said bathroom break first.
Okay. Go hit your bathroom.
Bathroom.
A few quick Yelp desk reviews of places that we've been to or are maybe
Vampire
going to.
Lounge.
Best Western New Oregon. where
We're
staying.
here right now.
This is from Kendra R. If you enjoy staying in a room that smells
Are you sure it's not Kendra?
Kendra. Well, she kind of sounds that way. If you enjoy staying in a room that smells like it had been painted an hour prior to your arrival, and the front desk worker telling you to stop talking when you ask to be moved to a room that doesn't give you a migraine from fume inhalation, this is the hotel for you.
I like the smell of fresh paint.
I would have taken the paint over the old man smell.
sour man mouth.
We had old man mouth room, which I think it's kind of gone away, right? Or are we just getting used to it?
We had SM squared, sour man mouth. No, I think
You think our air fresheners
definitely.
did the trick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I think you're being a little harsh there.
Yeah.
A little harsh. Wild Dick.
And let me say, the people at the front desk are lovely.
They are
Every time,
lovely.
every interaction we've had with them has been amazing.
Gave us an extra parking pass.
Extra parking pass. No, hey, you walked in there and you're like, I don't know technology. Do you have a printer?
If you need help using it, let us know.
Walked in there and said, hey, look, we're looking for a place to have a beer
Right.
and watch some college football.
Don't go to Trev's.
Don't go to Trev's.
Don't go to Trev's.
No, I'm from Springfield. Go
Right.
that way.
Go the other way.
Yeah.
Run
You
far
guys
away.
look nice.
Wounded Dick, a.k.a. the Wild Duck. This is from Mary T. Crap food, rude servers, wait on all the young cute girls. Okay, fine. If you want to be taken seriously, maybe not. Figures, though, the owner is a sexist ass. What?
What?
All over
I
the
bet
map.
she's adorable. That's going to get me in trouble.
The sentences were just all over the map
No.
on that thing. Wait on the young girls? Okay.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about? The young cute girls.
I was writing the review for Elkhorn, and I meant to write.
Elkhorn Brewery.
Yeah, I meant to write, clean, because I do like real short. I don't get all flowery. It's like, it's
It's
clean,
just
it's got
keyword-
good
just
parking.
keywords.
Yeah, right.
It's search words.
So, but instead of a period, I put clean, comma, friendly, helpful staff. So like, I gotta fix
They
that.
did look pretty clean.
They were definitely bathed.
Final one on
Yeah.
the Yelp Desk Front. And this
All right.
is if we go there tonight.
All right.
There's an Italian restaurant that I have enjoyed over the years.
Italian.
And I was going to take you there.
Mhm.
Maybe we're going.
Planning on going.
It opens in an hour.
If I
and
don't plow
8
through
minutes.
17 burritos.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's called Mozzi's.
Mozzi's.
Some people say Mozzi's, and they're wrong because 2 Z's is a t
Is a
sound.
t, yeah.
So come on. This is from Ken S. Or Ken's.
I'm all the Kens. You like Kens? I'm Kens.
This is pretty funny. Told a 30-minute wait, sat in scornful silence for an hour and a half until we decided to leave. Okay, so here's the best part. We decided to leave. They sat in a scornful silence together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, well, if things are wrong at the home front,
Yeah, don't bring it out on
bring that
Mozzi's.
onto the. Yeah, exactly. It's not their fault.
No.
They're not. The Mozzi's is a restaurant. They're there to make you food. They're not there to help fix
No.
your marriage.
No.
So if you
It's
have to
not
sit there in
psychiatry.
scornful silence, that's on
Yeah.
you. That's not on us.
Right. They're
Sorry,
not the quad
Kens.
father. They can't fix this for you.
Yeah, Quadfather, you out there? Marriage counselor.
So that's always, so I understand 30 minutes. If I was told 30-minute wait and it got to 45, I'd probably ask Annalise, because I wouldn't do it myself. Probably ask analysts, hey, can you
Can you
just
go
go
check?
check and see what they say? And if you go up there and you're like, hey, you said it's been, and sometimes like, oh my God, yeah, we're so bad. We thought this party was leaving or not, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be another 10 minutes. Great. But I wouldn't wait
Another 45 minutes.
45 minutes
Right.
in scornful silence.
Scornful silence. Are they even looking at each other?
Maybe scornful arrogance.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
not scornful silence.
Well, they were trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
But then
Like,
they did leave.
Yeah, let me show you who's
Yeah,
going to just sit
whatever.
here silently.
Ken, I should have looked at his other reviews.
I kind of feel bad that maybe Ken's like something got screwed up, and I bet if he would have went up and said, "Hey, we've been here since," and they're like, "Holy crap, our bad, we're gonna get you."
We forgot about you,
do you
Ken.
mind sitting
Sorry.
next to the bathroom or in the bathroom?
That's all I got for Yelp reviews.
Ken's what's that look, man? Why are you so scornful?
You see
Scornful.
Betty over
Hey,
there?
we're all good people. You got to go.
Yeah. We're clean, friendly staff.
We're clean, friendly, attentive staff.
That's all I got. That's it for our show.
That's it. I think we're good.
I will just say one thing to throw onto the podcast too is that we talked about this a little bit in the first episode we recorded, and then of course in the live show that I'll release as well. Figuring out what we're going to do next. So please be patient as we figure that out, because we're going to try to figure out something that'll work for us for a show going forward. And it'll be a new show. It won't be this show.
No.
This will probably be
It'll be us.
This will probably be the last thing you ever hear from Reasons Are Several, and it'll be a new show going
Reasonsareseveral.com.
Reasonsareseveral.com.
That'll still get you to the show. New show.
Twitter feed at Reasons Are. If you go there and subscribe to that feed, I will eventually change that to whatever the new show is.
Right.
Once we get to that point. And then, of course, at Angels Freak for Neil.
Hashtag Snip Ticklers.
Snip Ticklers?
Yeah, that's a new show.
Okay.
Snip
I like
Ticklers.
It. Yeah. But there was a lot of ideas were thrown out. We're still working through names. But
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
We're going to stay live for a bit.
We are going to stay live.
End the podcast.
Yeah,
so if you listen to the podcast, go back and watch more YouTube videos.
That's right. Thank you. Go check out youtube.com/Halos and Heathens. You can see us doing this live. And otherwise, thanks for listening.
Peace out. A-Town.
Bye.
This one's a hit.